Today, I haven't prepared anything to talk about, but there is one thing that I do need to do. This is trash talk. I am in a trash can. Yeah. So, what do I talk about today? I am making a golf course and the coding thing that I talked about earlier, but I don't think anyone really cares. I haven't checked the YouTube since I posted my last video. I meant to post it right after I recorded it, but it kind of bugged out. So, yeah, I still haven't deleted the video on my phone for the last video, which I probably should because it's 15 minutes long, and I need to clear up phone storage and stuff. But yeah, okay. So there's a lot to talk about now that I think about it. There's been people in my school who have continuously asked me, the same people have asked me for lead, which wasn't really a thing before, and I kind of didn't question it. But earlier, I remember people kind of talking about in my Spanish class, oh, well, look at him, he's doing this cool thing in his USB cord where he's putting lead in it and then it starts smoking. And obviously it's kind of an easy assumption to make that, oh, it's the USB cord, the charging cord. It is taking the energy out of the computer and just burning the lead and the USB cord charger and everything, whatever. And I saw people doing it I never saw smoke or anything. They said it was smoking, probably not, but it's really dumb. Why? I'd rather literally just be bored. What motivates you to do that? I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. But people have been asking me for lead and stuff like that. Oh, that's a lead pencil and stuff. But that's pretty much all I know about it. Other than that, I don't really know anything. Other than that, I knew I had something else to say. Kind of forgot about it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is doing the MCAP testing, stuff like that right now. But recently, I don't really remember the MISA, which is the science stuff, because that was a couple months ago. Don't really remember it. But I remember it being really easy and stuff like that. Just kind of finished the test early. But it was a justifiable amount of time for people who didn't really like science that much. And it's hot in this. But, yeah. Math is not long enough testing. I'm in the, very lucky me, I am in the extra time testing group. Just, I don't know, I have ADHD and stuff like that. But that allows me to get in the extra time group. But I am geometry, so 1 to 2 people in geometry in that extra testing time room. And thank God, because I would have been forced to guess at least 3 questions, which if there's only 20 questions that I'm doing in one day, probably 46 questions total. It's ridiculous how much 3 questions can bring you down if you just get them wrong, which was pretty much guaranteed in anything other than multiple choice. And even multiple choice is really bad odds, 1 in 4. But that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm not really talking about the test itself. Reading took 10 minutes. Trying, not trying to go through it, but trying to actually take the test where you pay attention. Okay, I'm reading this. Oh, make sure to read the whole book. Skipping that. Here's the question. All right, so in chapter 5, why did Johnny say peculiar? In what sense did he say it? All right, going to chapter 5. All right, Johnny says, this is very peculiar because I like glass making, and this guy is glass making. I think that's very peculiar. All right, so yes, because he said he likes glass making and he thinks it's peculiar. All right, moving on. Next question. Wait, there's only 8 questions, and you have 70 minutes without extra time. That was me acting out how it goes. The math, for whatever reason, I've noticed that the 4th question is really complicated. Always. It takes me like 10 minutes on the 4th question almost every time. I've finished the testing, but my testing reward was canceled because it was raining, and they're like, no, we're not going to give it to you next week on Monday, because I'm probably going to upload this right after I record it. Today's Friday. Yeah. So my reward wasn't to go outside for like the last 45 minutes of class, or like 55 minutes, not of class, but like school. We had to go in just our 7th period class, and I have reading. I don't like reading, but it's a free period after you do the test. Not a test, sorry, not a test. A survey. It is a quick survey, but like, yeah. And the survey is just like, what do you want to do on this day when we're doing teacher versus student stuff, which is something that we do every now and then. But like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because it's like a minute of a survey. But I was kind of mad when I saw, oh, there's a survey. What does that mean? Because normally like a survey takes like 30 minutes. And I was about to say, I am not giving them any actual information. But no, it's just a survey of like, what do I want to do? The testing is not long enough. Like, people, almost everyone, like, I'd say more than 80% of people at least guessed on 3 questions that weren't in, like, the extra time testing groups. And people aren't talking about it as much as when they were talking about the reading one, where they're like, oh, we're literally just sitting in this room for 40 minutes, and they're saying we can't go on our computers. They're taking away our pencils and our paper, so we can't draw, we can't write fiction, we can't do literally anything, pretty much. No, you can't stand up. You can't stand up. The testing tickets aren't in the room. Nope, you can't. You cannot go you can't log back in to your school computer while the testing tickets are still in the room. And they'll just intentionally like wait like 10 minutes with the testing tickets in the room, and you literally can't do anything. I know it's like 10 minutes, but 10 minutes in silence where you can't do anything, when it's just like there, you can. It takes like 20 to 30 minutes if you're not really trying that hard on the reading test, and they give us 70 minutes. The ridiculous part is that I remember we actually used the extra testing time. And the most ridiculous part is that in the 70 minutes that we're there, we do one section. We do, so 4 days total of the reading. Like, I'm doing the math in my head. Like 160 minutes of wasted time. While in the math, you could have used at least 40 minutes. Well, yeah, obviously. But like, we're doing 2 sections in a day on math. You literally could have swapped the roles. Please swap the roles. I think that's it. Oh my God, it's humid when you're sitting in a trash can. I accidentally ended recording. Sorry. I have to say my thingy before I go. I have to say one thing. Bye.